Knack will get a patch for the PS4 Pro.
He's going to run better.
Woo! Boy, that seems like a real good use of resources.
Well, at some point they probably had to do that work just as a result of testing out. They had to pick a game, right?
Yeah.
And go like, oh, well, okay, we're building this PS4 Pro thing. We need to see what it can do. This is Cerny's game. Cerny's the guy that's making all the hardware decisions. Like, it's probably the engine he's going to be familiar with. Like, yeah, they're going to sit down and
so is he sitting there? He's sitting there, right? And he is alone programming the PS4 Pro, right?
That's right, yes.
And he's sitting there. And
he's looking at it going like, this is going to run Marble Madness 2 and 3
at the same time. Yeah, in 4K.
Yeah.
Look at those marbles, those specular highlights. And he's sitting there and he's programming it, and he's just testing out Knack, and he's just under his breath going, this game is so damn good. It's so good. So good.
It's the way it always was meant to be seen.
We should have never sent out early copies.
You'll see. You'll all see. Yeah.
That's a really terrifying notion, this idea that like Mark Cerny just spends like what little free time he has just sitting in his office just playing Knack.
Mark! Yeah. I'm okay. Just give me a second.
Just him whispering. It's like, no one loves you as much.
We didn't
as
hear
I
you
do.
talking to Knack again.
Just okay, good. Hey, how's everything going on the PlayStation 4?
Got checkerboard something. I don't know, we're doing checkerboard stuff. It's fine.
I love you so much, Knack. How you like me now? I like you very much.
So can I rebuy Knack, or is this just a patch for
It'll be
Knack?
patch.
Okay,
Yeah,
so it's not like 4K Knack.
Going back to the documents we saw, it sounds like they will not be allowed to sell PS4 Pro support as an add-on. It'll be a patch.
What if they just had Game of the Year edition? That doesn't exist, huh?
That is, you could theoretically probably get around those.
Could you get around with a Game of the Year edition of
One
Knack?
would hope. Well, no. Well,
MarkCerny.zone gives Knack Game of the Year 2016.
there have been plenty of Game of the Year editions for games.
I mean, right, there's their Game of the Year.
Yeah, it's there.
Hey, what'd you put out this year? Knack. It's our Game of the Year.
Is there ever going to be another Knack? Will they ever touch that thing again?
Was Knack terrible?
It was bad.
Or was it just like Cameo? I never played it.
No, it was worse.
It's worse.
by far.
Cameo's a better game. I think Knack is just it was very boring, and it seemed like a game for kids. But I think it's one of those things where like you should give kids a little more credit than that game does.
It's one of the greatest miscalculations of character likability I have maybe seen in a video game in a good long while.
Sure, yeah.
They
Knack
really
character
wanted
is
you.
Not really, yeah.
They desperately wanted you to like
I
Knack.
think all the characters in that game are pretty just like
it's trash. Everyone in that
ugh.
game is trash, but
Yeah.
like Knack in particular feels like
literal. I mean, it's made up of garbage.
he's made up of little garbage,
Yeah.
And you put the core in him, and he changes into a dog.
It's just the most focus-tested, fucking kid-friendly game personality you've ever encountered, and it's just unbearable.
But it seems like something they would like. Did they focus test it on like business dudes? Yeah, my kid would love Knack.
Yeah.
All right, ship it. I guess. I don't know.
Did it run okay?
Yeah.
no, and technologically it was fine. It was
okay.
just a bad game.
Underwhelming.
So what do I get in this patch?
I don't know. I don't actually know. But like